Hello guys, we are here yet another session. This time we are doing Microsoft Excel using Excel 2013. My name here is Isabel Karori, your instructor in the course. So how do you open Microsoft Excel? You click on the Excel app. It opens, and here you choose to use a blank workbook. We have other templates here, but because we are not using a template, let us use a blank workbook. Also, you might be asking yourself, what is this workbook? A workbook is a spreadsheet that contains different sheets, a number of sheets, and that is what is called a workbook. And a sheet is a page inside the workbook. So a workbook can't be a workbook without sheets, and that is why by default it is appearing with one sheet. If you want to add more sheets, you click on add here. So you have sheet 1, sheet 2, you can add up to sheet 3, etc. Later we are going to learn how you rename the sheets to give them reasonable names. So I want us to learn the Microsoft Excel interface. So after opening the workbook this way, you realize the interface in a hivi. What is different from Word is now the interface. So you can note different items that are different from Word. One is the appearance of where you type. In this one we type in cells, unlike Word where we type in a document. So hapa tuna type in cells. So why do you use Excel? We use Excel mostly for calculations, analysis, inserting charts, etc. So it has a lot to do, and especially it is of great help for those who are working with figures, because it simplifies their work with formulas, because it has auto formulas that you insert. Give them the right formula, or you give Excel the right formula, and it will give you the right output. So the interface, we have the quick access toolbar here, and we explained in Microsoft Word what the quick access toolbar is, so it has not changed. We have the tabs, but I would like you to recognize the tabs that are here and were not there in the Microsoft Word. We have formulas and we have data. So formulas tab ni sababu nimesema we are going to do a lot of formulas, we are going to do a lot of calculations and analysis using Microsoft Excel. So that is why we have formulas tab that has a lot of formulas here to use. Then we have data tab, as I have said, ni ya kufanya data analysis sana sana, etc. So we have data tab there. So every tab has new groups. So we have a group here called insert function, we have function library, etc. The rest akina insert remains ile ya kawaida, the one that we found in Word, but you notice different items that you need to insert here that were not there in Word. For example, inserting pivot table, inserting something like charts, inserting what else is new, pivot charts, etc. The other thing is here we have the name box, we have insert function, and we have the formula bar. Formula bar, hapo ndio formula tukitumia ina appear. Tukishatumia formula, we can edit our formula from there. Then we have a cell where we type, and this cell have names, and because I have shown you the name box here, you will realize the name of a cell. The name has the column numbering, which is letters, and we have the row numbering, which are numbers. So we start with the column and then the row. So ndio maana hii inaitwa A1. If we select this one, unaambiwa it is C5, C for column and 5 for row. Ikiklik ingine E for column and 10 for row. So you have E10. So that is how you name the cells. The other thing is, how do you type inside these cells? For example, you can decide hapa you want admission number. Now you realize that this is beyond the cell the column A1, so you need to adjust the column length so that it can capture the word admission number. So what do? You can use drag and drop to adjust the column width. Then you can have name of a student, you can have fees, you can have maybe fees paid, and you can have maybe something like balance. So admission number for student number 1, their name is Anne. They are supposed to pay fees of 3,500 and they have paid 2,000. Have another one, number 2, called John, who are supposed to pay 9,000. They paid 4,500. You have another one, number 3, called Mary, supposed to pay a fees of 10,500 and they paid 3,000. So in Excel we said that we should compute, or it is used to compute. So I would like us get the balance fee of this student Anne. How do we get the balance? We have the fees they are supposed to pay and what they paid. So the difference is the balance. Now, whenever you are doing an Excel formula or working with a formula, you start with an equal sign. Then you have C2, which is their fees, minus D2, which is their what they paid, and then you press on enter key on the keyboard to see the difference. Now on our formula bar we have the formula used to get what is in the cell. Now if you have 100 students, will you continue working on one by one? No. Excel make it easy by, when you get an answer and the rest are done using the same formula, you copy the formula by, look at the arrow. We have this arrow ya ku select, we have this arrow ya ku move, and we have this arrow to copy the formula. So we use the copy formula arrow and we drag up to where we have the last number. Let us check, is this what we are supposed to have? C3 minus this is C3 minus D3 to get what they were supposed to pay and what they have paid. We get them the balance. That is how we copy the formula. So that is how we make it easy in Excel. The other thing is, when we are typing, when we have formulas, when we are using formulas, for example, this is a difference, we can also have sum etc.